Family, what is up? Ross here. I am so excited as this is probably the most important announcement of my entire short life. And so as many of you may or may not know, myself and my amazing friend Joel, we've been leading California Will Be Saved for the last 6 months. It's an incredible story of how God literally shifted our hearts and gave us this dream and desire and brought it to reality in literally 1 year. And we've seen hundreds of salvations, hundreds of baptisms, hundreds of deliverances. And so during this time, as we've been traveling California, leading revival, sharing the gospel, taking worship outside of the four walls of the church and seeing God do miraculous things, God started speaking to my heart, and He started sharing with me that my job was coming to an end soon. And for those of you who also may or may not know, I was working for one of the top online businesses in America, a successful job, a secure job, especially during these times. And God told me that it was time to resign. And so I actually resigned from my job. And I know that sounds crazy, especially to me as a 27-year-old guy who's just believing that God has something so much bigger and that I know that I'm walking on the calling on my life. And so the reason why this is so important is because I am actually looking for 30 people. That's it. Just 30 people who will sow into me financially on a monthly basis to really steward what God is doing in me and through me, but more importantly, what God is doing in California and in our nation. This wasn't an easy decision. It was challenging. It was a ton of prayer. It was a ton of talking to people. There was some tears. There was a ton of nights staying up late. And I just really know that this is exactly what God has called me to do. And like I said, I'm walking in complete faith. I know He will provide. And the reason why I'm bringing this video to your attention and the reason why I wanted to announce this is because I know there's some of you out there who have been stirred seeing what California Will Be Saved has been doing. You're stirred by what God is doing in California. You're stirred with what God is doing at this time on the earth. And so I'm asking you to take this into prayer, to take this in consideration, to talk to your spouse, to talk to your church, to talk to your ministry and say, you know what? We believe in what God is doing through Ross and Joel in California Will Be Saved, and we want to sow in on a monthly basis, whether that's $5, whether that's $20, whatever the amount is. And I'm looking, like I said, once again, for 30 donors to sow in financially on a monthly basis. So if you're stirred in your heart at all, if you feel the Holy Spirit, if you know me personally, know how much this means to me, and you're interested, before you do anything, I want to talk to you. Before anybody ever sows in financially, it's important to understand the heart, to understand the vision, and to understand what God is doing in this season. So if that's you, please shoot me a DM. Please comment below, text me, call me. I'm really, really excited for what God's gonna do, and this is the biggest decision of my life, and I wanted to let you guys in on it. And so once again, thank you so much for all the support so far. Thank you so much for all the encouragement. And we're just believing that 2022 is the year of victory. And that wherever California goes, the world goes. I love you guys. Talk to you soon.